Hello and welcome to a special program of Cricket Predicta. We are coming live from Sharjah at the beautiful Marbella Resorts. But more importantly, our program is sponsored by OneXBat and Womeki Infrastructure from Delhi NCR. Well, in today's episode, we'll discuss the much anticipated IPL 2025 clash between KKR and Mumbai Indians. But before that, let's look at two of the high profile clash that happened last night. It was an amazing thing for the fans, and let's see what it held. In the first match, Delhi Capitals continued their winning streak in the IPL 2025 with a convincing victory against Sunrisers Hyderabad. After a strong all round performance, Delhi secured their second consecutive win. Batting first, Sunrisers Hyderabad managed to score 163 runs in 18.4 overs, chasing the target Faf du Plessis the way for Delhi in a solid manner. Scored a half century, helping his team to reach 166 for 3 in just 16 overs. Yes, this marked Hyderabad's second consecutive loss. Yes, Hyderabad was the same team that claimed that they'll score the 300 runs. In the second match, Rajasthan Royals faced Chennai Super Kings. Batting first after losing the toss, Rajasthan put up a comparative total of 182 for 9 in their 20 overs. In response, Chennai could only manage 176 runs despite Rituraj Gaikwad's brilliant 63-run rock. Rajasthan won the match by 6 runs, registering their first victory of the season. Now, coming on to today's match. In the 12th match of the IPL 2025, Mumbai Indians will take on Kolkata Knight Riders. Mumbai campaign has not gone as expected so far, suffering defeats in both their opening matches. On the other hand, KKR faced a loss in their first game but made a strong comeback with a commanding win in the second match. Opening their accounts table, KKR will now aim to secure their second victory of the season. We have some special guests lined up for this high stake encounter. But before that, let's welcome all our guests. We welcome Paul Dinette straight from Australia onto our show. Paul, there seems to be a battle within battle in IPL, including the Aussies. You can't stay away from that when it comes to IPL. Well, the SRH Delhi Capitals match saw an exciting Australian banter between Pat Cummins and Travis Head, representing SRH, and Fraser McGurk and Mitchell Stark shined for Delhi. Stark picked up the impressive 5-wicket haul, and Fraser McGurk contributed solid 38 runs. Now, do you see a battle within battle, as we were mentioning yesterday, in the Aussie camp?
We actually have a phrase for it in Australia, in football here, when players who've been playing together then have to play for their states against their mates. It's mate versus mate, state versus state. Well, that's what it was last night. Stark versus Head. Stark once again getting the better of Travis Head. He's got a shocking record against Stark. Got a couple of nice boundaries away, but I thought it was really good captaincy from Akshar Patel to give Stark that extra over. I liked how in the press conference afterwards, when they pointed out to Stark what a poor record Head had against him, and he cheekily said, maybe that's why he doesn't take the strike against me. He's always got a clever little word there, Mitchell Stark. I thought it was an interesting innings from Jake Fraser McGurk. Pretty unlike him. Normally he's scoring about a strike rate of 200, but a decent little knock, 30-odd. Not much better than a run of ball, but given that he's been in poor form of late, I think that was pretty good. But massive win for Mitchell Stark in the Aussie v Aussie contest yesterday.
Well, Paul, this is again an exciting question that we were looking at. SRH started the campaign with the war cry of 300 plus kind of runs. But suddenly, they seem to have come down and settled at 200. Do you think it is early days, or does the team need to rethink in its approach of just going all out?
Definitely not. And I'm really pleased to see that Cummins and Vittori have spoken in the media after the game, both saying that they haven't even contemplated changing their approach, because I think their approach is the right approach. I mean, the IPL is so even. It's hard to win much more than 50% of your games. You're going to lose some games throughout the season. And I think if they changed their approach and went for consistency and dialing back their aggression, maybe they might win one extra game by doing that, but they'd probably lose 3 more from having failed to have that aggression. Their batting lineup is long. They've got class and excitement all the way through. Yeah, it was just one of these things. Abhishek Sharma's weird run out certainly didn't help, but I think the IPL, it's all about power hitting, big scores, especially in 2024 and 2025. And SRH, I think they are going to be one of the leading teams, and it would be wrong for them to change their approach.
Well, Paul, it seems that SRH seems to become a factory of producing high hitters and big scorers. Last year it was Abhishek Sharma. This year, who do we have? Aniket Verma, who seems to be quietly coming up the ladder. Do you think this is becoming a factory of producing big players? We're talking about SRH.
Yeah, I'm torn when it comes to Aniket Verma. On the one hand, I was really impressed with his knock against LSG. Was it 36 off about 13 balls? And so I had my eye on him last night, and he didn't disappoint. And yeah, he does look like a potential match winner going forward for SRH. You never know. I mean, the IPL is so competitive that oppositions work players out quite quickly, so he'll have some challenges. But from what I've seen so far, he is very, very exciting. Why am I in two minds? Well, as an Australian, and I want to see Australia dominant at the international level, he is just another star that India is producing. I mean, the quality of Indian cricketers coming through is, no other side can compete with that. And I've said it before that going into the next T20 World Cup, India could put in a B side, probably a C side, and the main side would all be competitive. Possibly all three make the semi-finals, and it's players like Aniket Verma who are leading that charge. He may never play any significant amount of games for India. I'm not predicting that, but it's a possibility. That's how strong India is. But yeah, very, very exciting. And for the SRH fans, it just adds to an already explosive batting lineup. They weren't last night, but I'm sure that they will be going forward.
Well, we thank Paul Dinett and we let him go, and also invite Stanley Chiozza, the former Zimbabwean junior cricketer and also the former coach. Stanley, there seems to be some concern with Rohit Sharma and his form right now. In the last two innings, he scored 0 and 8. Do you think that it's a matter of concern for Mumbai Indians, considering that they haven't won their two matches and Rohit Sharma, their master blaster, the former skipper of the team, is not in the form?
Sunil, thanks once again for having me on the show, and hello to everyone. Rohit Sharma, such is the importance of his presence in that Mumbai Indians outfit, such that when things are not going well for him, it's felt throughout the whole team. It's like people actually feed off him. If he's doing well, it like filters down in that batting lineup. At the moment, it's just a lone effort from Surya Kumar Yadav, who's doing the job for Mumbai, and that's not enough. It has to be a batting unit as opposed to individuals trying to score runs for Mumbai Indians, which is what the Sunrisers are doing very well, which is exactly what the Delhi Capitals as well are doing well. But unfortunately, we now know that Rohit Sharma is quite suspect early on in the innings, which is why teams bowling to him have been successful in getting him out quite early. Lack of footwork. It's only when his footwork gets going is he a very dangerous player. Mohammad Siraj, 2 deliveries scored off easily quite by Rohit Sharma, and then the third top-notch delivery, top off stump, but angling in and getting rid of the no footwork Rohit Sharma. So you don't become a bad player overnight. Rohit Sharma is coming from a successful Champions League campaign, scored runs in there. So the ability to score runs is not questionable. It's just about finding that rhythm, getting his footwork going, and hopefully getting over a couple of things outside of the field of play with regards to the atmosphere within the Mumbai Indians camp. He's not himself. I don't think Rohit Sharma is the usual Rohit Sharma we are seeing in Team Blue. So obviously there are those things that need to be sorted out. But at the end of the day, he's a top-class player, and I'm hoping today is a good day for Rohit Sharma, especially after those 2 brilliant knocks, 2 brilliant shots that we saw versus Mohammad Siraj. Hopefully he can feed off that.
Well, there you saw the IPL team and IPL theme currently at the backdrop. But we come on to our second question. Stanley, Surya Kumar Yadav seems to have an upper hand as we compared his head-to-head with the maestro of spin, Sunil Narine, the man who's responsible for winning almost most of the matches. What do you think the head-to-head between Surya Kumar Yadav and Sunil Narine is going to hold in store for us tonight?
Sunil, Surya Kumar Yadav is a class player. Okay, he's a player who's developed his own method of going about things. When you do have a massive head-to-head situation like he's got with the Sunil Narine, it tells you he's developed a philosophy, and it's a philosophy that works in taking on spin. Now, up and above that, it's not just Sunil Narine he has to think of. There's Varun Chakravarti as well. He's a brilliant spinner, fantastic spinner for that matter, and we saw him performing very well for India in the ICC Champions League. Now, be that as it may, even class players do feel the weight. But at this moment in time, I don't think it's the weight of being too concerned about the opposition, but I think it's also weight about having to carry the Mumbai innings batting lineup on your own so far. I think that's where the pressure is coming from. Mumbai Indians have got players, some of them young, but they need to come to the fore. They need to start performing. Ryan Rickerton has been in he's been in good form this season. We need to see more of Ryan Rickerton up the order with Rohit Sharma. Obviously, things haven't been easy going for Rohit Sharma. We need to see other batsmen like Mims, Talak Varma, who showed good signs of form, especially with the paces. But once pace was taken off, he will have to face more of that today. They've got good spinners, KKR. And obviously, Hardik Pandya is still to get that opportunity so that he can show what he's really made of. Teeing off for the back end. They've just not got themselves in good positions to allow the best out of their batsmen, the Mumbai Indians. And today is a day where slow bowlers are obviously going to be in play, and obviously they've had issues starting from the Chennai game where they've really struggled against the slow bowlers. So there's got to be more slow bowlers today. They have to find a way and a method to make sure that they tackle the slow bowlers and score.
Thank you, Stanley. But more importantly, we have now the former Indians batting. Again, the question comes in on head-to-head. This is between Rohit Sharma and Andre Notke. I hope I've got it right. The South African pacer. Do you think this matchup is going to be evenly poised, or somewhere Notke would have some edge, considering that he's bowling well, and to top it all, Rohit Sharma has not been batting well? What are your views on it?
The battle, Andre Nokia versus Rohit Sharma at the Wankhede Stadium. But perhaps this is exactly what Rohit Sharma needs, to be playing at home, to be playing in conditions that you know so well. So I see a possible resurgence of Rohit Sharma, and hopefully the conditions will help. We know the bowlers that have been giving Rohit Sharma a bit of trouble are bowlers that generally pitch the ball up, because Rohit Sharma has been successful up front due to lack of footwork. Andre Nokia is a different caliber of a bowler, tall, hit the deck, back of a length. So that might just play into Rohit Sharma's arsenal, in that footwork might not be as necessary compared to bowlers who generally pitch the ball up. However, I'm sure Andre Nokia would have done his homework, would have watched perhaps the last innings of Rohit Sharma versus Mohammad Siraj. Once you get that length good, that top of off stump length, and hopefully the ball does a bit. And if Rohit Sharma doesn't move his footwork, that might just help Andre Nokia. So these are both players who have played this game for such a very long time. They've got experience banked at the top of their minds. It's a mind game at the end of the day. However, key pressure on Rohit Sharma, because he knows how important a good innings is for his confidence, but up and above that for the batting of Mumbai altogether. But up and above that, Sunil, another key thing for me is how they go about their batting lineup. Do they stick with the left-hand, right-hand combinations, leave out a Will Jakes out of the team? He's a power hitter. Perhaps it's time to give him a go. But the question is now, who do they take out in one of their overseas players' slots? It'll have to be a bowler. So plenty to think about for the Mumbai Indians think tank.
Well, the matchup between the two veterans, Quinton de Kock, KKR's, and MI's Trent Bolt, has been quite tough. What impact will it have on the match today, considering that one is an absolutely swashbuckling batter and the other is Mr. Speedster?
So both these players have been selected for specific roles for either of their teams. To get good starts, importantly, up front, Trent Bolt with the ball, Quinton de Kock with the bat for KKR. However, the battle goes far beyond these two themselves. They know that, especially with regards to putting the name Mitchell Stark into the conversation is concerned. How brilliant was he yesterday versus Travis Head? But he went far and beyond getting the job done. He made sure once he got Travis Head, he made sure he was going to get 4 more wickets, and he did that with class yesterday and putting his team in a very, very commanding position to win that match against the Sunrisers Hyderabad. And that's how you go about executing a role. Okay, so there's a bigger picture, bigger than just Trent Bolt and Quinton de Kock. These two know if they're going to win matches, if they're going to put their teams in good positions, they have to go up and above just making sure that Quinton de Kock is out of the picture, or I have seen Trent Bolt out of the equation. There's still other players to contend with at the end of the day. But it's important, obviously, how these two perform for their teams. I mean, they're very, very experienced players, and once these two get their job right, it's they put their teams in good positions to win matches. They're both match winners in their own right, and these guys have been doing so for a very long time. Quinton de Kock is in good form. We haven't seen the best of Trent Bolt yet, but we know once he gets it right, Trent Bolt is a significant player to contend with.
Well, we are joined by CM Gautam, the former Mumbai Indians player and someone who's made a mark of himself in the domestic circuit. Gautam, welcome to the show. Let me just throw you into the spot right now by asking, Mumbai Indians lead the head-to-head record against KKR, but KKR has dominated in the last 5 matches. Can we expect a thrilling contest today?
Historically, Mumbai Indians have done well against KKR, but this is a new season, and Mumbai Indians have been struggling from past 2 games. Haven't found their combination yet. Especially the batting department is not getting those big runs at the top, and obviously KKR has been doing well, and they found their combination in the last game. So I think it will be a very, very good game today going forward.
Well, Gautam, yet another question, and this is related to Jasprit Bumrah and his absence. Of course, we won the match, we won the cup, the Champions Trophy, in the absence of Jasprit Bumrah. But do you think his absence is kind of hurting Mumbai Indians because they are yet to open their account in this edition of IPL?
Yeah, there is no doubt Bumrah will be missed, because he's equivalent to 3 bowlers playing in the 11, bowling at the top, the middle, and in the depth. So he'll be missed for sure. But having said that, Mumbai has to get their combination right. They have been little lackluster in the first 2 games, and especially the batting department has been lacking the big runs at the top. And someone like Rohit Sharma should step up and get a big knock in today's game. And yeah, it'll be an interesting game. It'll be a close contest, and the toss will be a crucial factor in today's game. So probably whoever wins, usually they look to bowl first at the Wankhede, and yeah, it'll be a cracker of a game.
Well, moving on, Gautam, to the next question is about Ajinkya Rahane. Yes, the local Mumbaikar is now the skipper of KKR. Do you think his ground knowledge, understanding of the wicket, the way it plays, especially under floodlights, and more importantly, the crowd pressure of the boisterous Wankhede fans, do you think he'll be able to understand and deconstruct the game quite easily? And also Chandrakant Pandit, who's the coach of KKR?
Yeah, Rahane knows the conditions really well because he plays for Mumbai. And having said that, he's been batting really well in this season, even in domestic as well as in the opening game of the IPL this year. So he'll be knowing the advantage. He knows how to use the bowlers as well. So it'll be an interesting contest. But having said that, even Mumbai Indians will be like desperate to get the first win this season, having lost both the games. So and they know how to like come back and win the IPL trophies. They're used to doing this. And historically, there have been slow starters, and all they would be looking for is like momentum in the tournament. And once they get it, I don't think so. It will be enough to stop them.
Well, Christopher, welcome to our show, Cricket Predictor. Last year, you were there with us throughout the IPL, and we are very happy to have you back. In fact, this question is about Wankhede Stadium. Yes, the records show the team winning the toss usually go in for fielding because 54% of the time, team chasing wins the match. Do you think today is going to be just the same?
Talking about 54% of the team that chases winning at Wankhede Stadium. So as a captain, 54% for me, that's quite a lot. And as a captain, if I win a toss there, I'm definitely having a ball. And when you're looking at it, chasing under those lights and having a good wicket, that actually does come onto the bet a lot. Definitely, as a captain, I'll elect to bowl on that wicket. It looks like a good wicket, comes onto the bet very well. So it will be very interesting to see how it goes when the captain wins it. But definitely, I'm sure a lot of captains will be looking forward to bowling first and chasing on that wicket.
Right, right, Chris. Well, this is again must be one of your favorite questions because of the 118 matches played at the Wankhede Stadium, the Pacers have taken over 700 wickets and spinners just managed to get 300. Do you think there's a big disparity and today it's going to be the same? Pacers are going to rule the roost?
To be interesting on how the selection is going to go in both teams. As you're looking at it, Wankhede Stadium, 715 wickets falling onto the fast bowlers and 308 to spinners. So it's a definite change in the lineup when you're talking about spin being not the best when it comes to Wankhede Stadium. So it will be interesting also on the side of Mumbai if Santner is going to be left out of the team and you've got Rhys Topley in that lineup as the other seamer who has done quite well even when he was at RCB. So Mumbai Indians, I'm sure at the moment they will definitely go for an extra seamer, leaving out Santner. Santner gives you an extra option also because he can bat down the order. But when you're looking at it, saying that the seamers are taking more wickets at Wankhede Stadium, it will be definitely interesting also to see how on the other side on how the KKR team goes with their bowling lineup if one of the spinners is going to be left out. So it's good also to see that there is Sunil Narine. Even if they drop one seamer, they know that you've got an option of Sunil Narine coming in and bowling well for you.
Well, there you heard it from our experts for giving us an insider's perspective about the matches that happened yesterday and the big clash between Mumbai Indians and KKR. Well, that's all we had time for. Keep watching Newsx. We'll be back after a short commercial break. Don't go anywhere else.
For more such videos, subscribe to the Newsx YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.